The 12 Universal Laws and the Emerald Tablets of Hermes Trismegistus. A quantum metaphysical perspective. The 12 Universal Laws are fundamental principles that govern reality, much like physical laws such as gravity. They describe how consciousness, energy, and matter interact to create our experiences. These laws are deeply connected to the ancient teachings found in the Emerald Tablets of Hermes Trismegistus, which form the foundation of Hermeticism, a spiritual and metaphysical philosophy. Modern quantum metaphysics, a field blending quantum physics and spiritual wisdom, confirms many of these principles. Scientists like David Bohm, Nassim Haramein, and Amit Goswami have explored the nature of reality, consciousness, and the interconnectedness of all things, offering insights that parallel the teachings of Hermes. This essay examines the 12 universal laws through the lens of the Emerald Tablets and quantum metaphysics, showing how ancient wisdom aligns with modern science. 1. The Law of Divine Oneness. This law states that everything in the universe is connected. There is no true separation between people, objects, or thoughts. Everything is part of a vast energetic field. Emerald Tablets Perspective. Hermes Trismegistus taught, as above, so below, as within, so without. This means that the macrocosm, the universe, and microcosm, the self, are reflections of one another. If everything is connected, then our thoughts and emotions influence the external world. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. Physicist David Bohm described reality as a holographic universe where everything is interconnected at a deeper level. Bohm, 1980. The observer effect in quantum mechanics further supports this idea. Our consciousness influences the material world, suggesting we are all part of a unified field. 2. The Law of Vibration. Everything is in constant motion, vibrating at different frequencies. Higher vibrations correspond to positive emotions and spiritual awareness, while lower vibrations align with fear and negativity. Emerald Tablets Perspective. The tablets state, all things have vibration. All that exists is in motion. Hermes taught that raising one's vibration allows access to higher spiritual wisdom. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. In quantum physics, superstring theory suggests that all matter consists of vibrating energy strings. Green, 1999. Emotion and thought also have measurable frequencies, which means that altering our mindset shifts our personal reality. 3. The Law of Correspondence. This law reinforces the idea that the same principles apply at all levels of existence. Patterns in the cosmos mirror patterns in human consciousness. Emerald Tablets Perspective. Hermes' famous axiom, as above, so below, reflects this law. The structure of galaxies resembles the neural networks in our brains, showing a repeating pattern across different scales. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. The concept of fractals and holographic reality suggests that each part of the universe contains the whole. Neuroscientist Carl Pribram and physicist David Bohm demonstrated that human consciousness operates holographically, meaning the universe's structure is reflected in the human mind. Bohm and Pribram, 1980. 4. The Law of Attraction. This law states that like attracts like. Your thoughts and emotions shape your reality. Emerald Tablets Perspective. The tablets teach that, what you think, you become. Hermes emphasized that focusing on higher spiritual ideals attracts enlightenment, while dwelling in negativity attracts chaos. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. Experiments in quantum entanglement and the double-slit experiment show that observation changes reality. Wheeler, 1990. The law of attraction works similarly. By focusing attention on certain outcomes, we influence their manifestation. 5. The Law of Inspired Action. Manifestation requires action aligned with intention. Emerald Tablets Perspective. Hermes taught that wisdom without action is meaningless. To create reality, one must think, will, and act in harmony. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. The collapse of the wave function shows that quantum possibilities remain in a state of potential until an action, observation, is taken. Just as a quantum particle requires measurement to manifest, manifestation requires action. 6. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This law states that energy constantly transforms, and we can consciously change lower energy into higher states. Emerald Tablets Perspective. Hermes taught that alchemists transform lead into gold, a metaphor for spiritual transformation. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. The law of conservation of energy states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only changed. By shifting our mindset, we transmute negative energy into positive. 7. The law of cause and effect, karma. Every action has consequences, even beyond physical reality. Emerald Tablets Perspective. The tablets state, nothing happens by chance, all things are ordered by the laws. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. Newton's third law of motion, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, is a physical version of karma. 8. The law of compensation. What you give, you receive in return. Emerald Tablets Perspective. Hermes states, the universe repays in kind. Give and ye shall receive. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. The energy exchange principle in quantum fields suggests that giving energy, actions, thoughts, or emotions, sets off a reciprocal response in the universe. 9. The law of relativity. This law states that everything is relative. Good and bad exist only by comparison. Emerald Tablets Perspective. The tablets teach that suffering and joy are relative, shaped by perception. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. In quantum physics, an object's state depends on the observer's frame of reference. 10. The law of polarity. Opposites exist as two extremes of the same spectrum. Emerald Tablets Perspective. Hermes states, opposites are the same, only the degree varies. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. Wave-particle duality in quantum physics demonstrates this principle. Light behaves as both a wave and a particle. 11. The law of rhythm. Everything moves in cycles. Emerald Tablets Perspective. The tablets discuss the Great Cycle, a cosmic rhythm governing creation and destruction. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. The vibration of atoms, planetary orbits, and circadian rhythms all follow predictable cycles. 12. The law of gender. Both masculine and feminine energies exist in all things. Emerald Tablets Perspective. Hermes states, male and female exist in all creation. Quantum Metaphysics Perspective. Quantum polarity shows that every force has a complementary opposite, much like yin and yang. The Emerald Tablets and quantum metaphysics both reveal a universe governed by consciousness, vibration, and energy. Understanding the 12 universal laws helps align us with these cosmic principles, allowing for personal transformation and spiritual enlightenment. As Hermes said, he who understands these truths holds the key to all wisdom.